getting to the best parts, building our very own push database. So we don't need ZeroPark anymore, we don't need propeller ads anymore, and we control all the details. And so to start this off, I wanted to kind of go over high-level details. So first of all, we'll go over some of the theory, how this thing works, how the traffic flows work, and how we're gonna get the subscribers to us. And then we are gonna sign up for OneSignal, which you already see here, which is a website which we will be using for delivering the push notifications. It's completely free. There are some paid tiers, but I think up to 30,000 users, it's completely free, and it's even completely reasonable pricing from that point as well. So the options you have are to use OneSignal or to build your own custom solution from the scratch, which is not what we're doing. And if you're just starting out with your own push database, then I don't know anyone who would have built their own from scratch. So usually people turn to OneSignal. They've been around for a while. They have actually very interesting features, which we will go over in the future. And so when you're signed up for OneSignal, then you need to build a landing page. And so you might think, why is a landing page needed to gather our subscribers? It's because we have to drive them to this landing page, and then they will see a push notification where they will opt in to becoming our customers. And then we just send traffic there. We wait for subscribers, and if we have subscribers, then we just send out the offers to them. So if we think about the traditional traffic source for push traffic, let's say ZeroPark, they are their own push database. But what differentiates them is that they have huge amounts of subscribers, meaning people that they can send the push notifications to, but they are also only focused on gathering those subscribers, but actually not pushing offers to themselves. Rather, they look for people like us who are willing to buy traffic from them and push our own offers and optimize them and work with them. And so we kind of have this similar approach, but just that we own the traffic, and we also advertise to our to all the users that we have access to. And how, for example, ZeroPark and Propeller Ads do it is that they actually buy this traffic from outside. And you can actually see that if you're using Propeller Ads, then they have this option saying that use broker traffic, which means that they are just going to, for example, ZeroPark or Mega Push or some other advertiser, and they're just buying push traffic from them. They also have their own database which they gather on their own that they rent out to us. But that's the main kind of workflow, that in one way or another they gather the subscribers, and then they rent out to us the possibility that we can push stuff out to those subscribers. And when we do, we just pay them because they own the subscribers. And so we don't have too much control over this. But of course, then their platforms offer quite interesting tools for us for targeting and stuff like this. So it's kind of beneficial for both of us. We don't need to worry about finding new subscribers, and they don't need to worry about finding offers to show those subscribers. So everyone is kind of into their niche. But in our approach, we want to do everything. We want to own the experience end to end. And there are some considerable benefits to this approach. There are also some limitations. So there are reasons why not everyone is doing this. And maybe let's talk about drawbacks first. And the first thing is that it's actually a bit more difficult to set up than just to use a regular traffic source. So you do need You do need some like understanding how this thing all plays together and some tech knowledge. You don't need to worry about it right now because we are actually just gonna go over everything step by step. So you don't need any coding skills, anything like that. So it's actually quite simple, but it's still for a lot of people this already kind of turns them off, and they don't want to deal with all this hassle. From the positive sides, of course, I would say the biggest thing is that we own the traffic. So it's like once we acquire a lead, then they will probably stick with us for a long time. We can push a lot of offers to a single user without paying more than this once in the beginning when we acquired this user. And of course, there are some things to consider, like if we push to all of our users 20 times per day, then they will probably opt out and we will lose them. So you have to kind of play it smart. And the other, maybe the biggest benefit of owning our own experience is that you can't get banned, because who is going to ban you? You're not going to ban yourself, which means you could put anything in your messages that you can think of. And so you can use all kinds of creatives, all kinds of messages, all kinds of images that you like. So the landing pages don't have any limitations, at least not from traffic source side, because you are the traffic source. You are your own traffic source. So that's the beauty of it. You can't get banned. So I would say that in most cases these benefits outweigh the cons. But there is one other thing definitely to mention on the negative side, which is of course that it takes time to build this up. So we are constantly running traffic to acquire new leads, and this is also the approach that the others are using because they want to grow their database. And also some people keep leaving as you push new stuff out to them, so people start opting out. So you want to kind of cover this level of people leaving, plus you probably want to upgrade your database, or maybe you want to add some new geos. So for example, we only have currently selected India, so we are targeting different geos, and so we want to only send, for example, this to our Indian subscribers. And so you can see, like today, so we sent to 4,500 members. We sent a message. Let me refresh. And so it's quite new still. It's 2 hours ago, and it's already quite late in India. So this will probably go up a bit to like 3% is the click-through rate that we've seen in India. A bit lower here when we were first trying out with India. So it's definitely an interesting approach. And so in the next ones, we are actually going to have a deeper dive. We'll look how to set up the landing page, and then of course also how to get our traffic to our landing page, so we would acquire those users. And there are kind of a short list of items that you have to keep in mind. And for example, that you don't want to acquire your traffic by running push traffic to your landing page, because if you are buying push traffic from, for example, ZeroPark, then they are already opted in to receive push notifications from ZeroPark, which means that at some point when they get fed up, which is probably pretty soon because ZeroPark and other traffic networks send out these messages quite frequently, then this means that your subscriber is also their subscriber, and when they get annoyed by the amount of messages, they don't just shut out ZeroPark. They're just going to turn off messages for everyone, which includes you. So this means we should acquire most of our users by pop campaigns or in some other way than actual push traffic. So all of these things we need to consider. But yeah, the biggest part actually is building the landing page. We need to look at code just a little bit. It's just a copy and paste. We'll have to get some part of the code from one signal which is provided for us. And then in our example, we will host it on AWS S3, which is free, at least up to some limits. I think 20,000 page loads per month. In our case, we're actually going over it by quite considerably, but actually AWS S3 is very affordable. So even if you go to higher volumes and you tie it up with your credit card, it shouldn't be a problem. You won't be paying hundreds of dollars. Probably it's just going to be quite low amounts. It's very reasonable. So yeah, we're gonna build up our landing page. We're gonna set up that this landing page will start showing push notification, the prompt to allow push notifications for users. And then if users click on this prompt, then they will become our subscriber. Then yes, we will upload this page to Amazon. And then we will start driving traffic. So we will set up a campaign. I'm gonna show you how to do this in ZeroPark. There's a lot of traffic, which of course we are interested. So in this case, we're not too interested in propeller ads. We just want volume and we want it cheap. So that's the reason why we're using ZeroPark in this example. So I think that's enough of theory, and I'm pretty sure everyone is excited to get started with the actual building. So let's get into this. And yeah, don't worry, it's not gonna be too technical, but just follow along, copy stuff that I show, and we will get it up and running in no time. All right, see you in the next one.